One of the themes we explore in depth in class is the ongoing racism that Black communities face. We will be investigating how Black communities respond to racism through the medium of music. Over time, from blues to soul to rap and beyond, Black music has always stood as a bastion of thought against racial oppression. It's always critical in understanding the state of Black communities. The blues, as the first incarnation of Black popular music, has a lot to say about racism. This song is Crossroads Blues by Robert Johnson. When Johnson talks about the sun going down, he talks about sundown laws in the Mississippi Delta restricting African Americans from being out after dark and everyone passing him by because they don't want to be caught with him. He protests the racism faced by African Americans that would cause many of Johnson's blues contemporaries to participate in the Great Migration, fueling protests elsewhere. Similar to Johnson, the soul from the 1960s is a strong voice against racism and white supremacy, yet amid the second civil rights movement. Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come confronts racism by giving hope to those who fight it. Cooke has been running and knows it's been too hard living, yet even as civil rights leaders like Medgar Evers are being struck down and protesters murdered, Sam Cooke states that he knows change is eventually gonna come. Like Cooke, Nina Simone was too an advocate for the civil rights movement. In Mississippi Goddamn, she sings about the issues of Black people in Mississippi as well as in Alabama, where she responded to the Birmingham church bombing which killed 4 children. She used a lively show tune to urge people to take a less passive approach in striving for equality. Nonetheless, her music still conveyed the same protests against racism as the music before and ahead of her time. The reggae of Bob Marley captures the similar themes of resistance in Simone's music. This song, Buffalo Soldier, documents the history of Black infantry groups in American wars. Marley analyzes the stench of the use of men stolen from Africa to fight in such conflicts as the Spanish-American War, though they were oppressed. He uses historical evidence to combat racism in the present day, as Black communities are still denied rights yet are expected to serve their country in Marley's prime in the 1970s. Marley's fight against racism extended later into political hip-hop. Released as a part of the album It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back in the 1980s by Public Enemy, this song, Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos, is based on the story of a prisoner's escape from jail. It serves as a metaphor of oppressed Black Americans fighting back against the racist war on drugs in the 1980s, which the singer dismisses as an anti-Black man machine. Public Enemy encourages Black Americans to stand up and fight for the civil rights that belong to them, much like those who came before. Much like Public Enemy, Dead Prez used straightforward language to vocalize the response to the systems of oppression. Through the turbulent racial events that happened within the 90s, such as the murders of Rodney King and Latasha Harlins, they released We Want Freedom, stating, "See, we all want peace, but the problem is white men want a bigger piece. Got it where the Black men can't get a piece." This statement is important because it highlights the racial oppression that Black communities experience from societal structures and government that have historically kept Black people from obtaining social mobility. In the modern day, artists continue to comment on racism through music. Where artists like Robert Johnson started, Esperanza Spalding enhances in her 2012 song Black Gold. She tells Black people to hold their heads up high, saying to them that they are worthy despite folks hell-bent on putting them down, referring to a system of white supremacy that often uses racism as a tool. Black Gold was released just around the same time as the shooting of Trayvon Martin and the beginnings of Black Lives Matter. She uses a positive approach in discussing racism. Her message is one that resonates in the present day, but also has heritage in the past. In her music and others, racism is in constant conversation with Black music and will continue to be.